Hello agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. I've got a really strange build for you today, and it's the build that I run in the Iron Horse raid for fight number 3. Check out all the links in the description. I've got a full guide for that fight. I've got all the builds that we use, but this build really helped us overcome this fight at the beginning. We found everything really tough, from ad control, just from getting to the buttons on time, and I put this build together to be really versatile and try and support the team but get things done as quickly as possible, because time is obviously of the essence in that fight with the pressure gauge fighting. I'm actually working on a different build to replace this one, but this one's really solid. If you're struggling with this fight, somebody runs this. It's really versatile and it helps out with many things. So as you can see, it's definitely not a conventional build, but I'll go over the reasons why right now. You can run whatever specialization you want with it. The reason I'm running demo is for some fire resist. So the idea with this is it's completely hazard protected all around. So we can go up into anything on the tower at the top and we can get hit by it and we're not really going to take too much damage. So that we can get to that run diagnostics button really quick. We can skip the fire phase, which I explain in the guide video as well, and we don't have to worry too much about taking damage from the electric or from the steam. We can just get up, we can get to that button really quickly. So that's the reason we're running demo. Obviously as well, we get some demolitionist rounds and we can use them at the same time for some extra damage. Gun wise, you can use whatever you want, just whatever you've got to put out a good amount of damage. I would definitely recommend an LMG of some kind because it really helps with the backpack at the end of the fight. So you can constantly be firing at the backpack with a lot of bullets over a long period of time. I'm using the MG5 with fast hands because then I don't have a lot of critical hit chance, but it potentially helps my reload speed as well. So you could use whatever you want for that. You could just use the Bullet King though if you really wanted to. The damage isn't that low in comparison, and we're not about putting out damage. There's going to be no reload there either. In fact, I think I'm just going to change that. I'm going to switch to the Bullet King. I like using my Police M4 with Ranger because I have got some damage because of True Patriot, and I can kill the snipers, especially the reds and the purple ones, with ease with the buff from Ranger. And obviously you can see this is really well rolled. But then you can go whatever you want with the offhand. I don't actually use it. So let's just go over why I'm running each piece. So I've got a Night Watcher on and it's got the 100% scanner pulse haste. And as you can see, I am running the scanner pulse as well. And the reason we're running the Night Watcher is just because of that. So because the ads can spawn on 3 different floors and the snipers, people who are running DPS who are unfamiliar where the ads spawn, this just provides that visibility. We've constantly got a pulse up. They can always see where ads are. And as well, if they don't want to run glass cannon and they want to run something else, a good damage talent on the chest, they can run spotter. And I'm constantly pulsing all of the enemies for them, giving them that information. As you can see, I've rolled hazard protection on it and I've used a burn resistance mod because I go up top straight away and I need that to not take any damage by doing that. Next, I'm running the Tardigrade. Now, that doesn't really do anything for me with hazard protection, but I can put a burn resistance mod in there. But as you'll probably already know, the nano plating talent that arrives gives everyone an extra life. So not only have they got the hives with them, they've got another extra life from the Tardigrade, and I don't really have to do anything to proc it. It just works. So whenever you or any of your allies armor breaks, they regain 80% of their armor as bonus armor for 10 seconds. It's only a 45-second cooldown, which is really nice. And like I said before, because I've got demo, if I kill an enemy with my specialization, it removes the cooldown. So just be aware of that. If you've got some time, use your demo specialization, kill a red ad, and just refresh that up. Obviously I'm all blues as well, so my armor is 1.9 million, so it's a really nice buff as well for the rest of my team. And then I've gone with True Patriot because True Patriot allows me to put out some damage. It allows me to debuff the enemies for the rest of my team, and I can stack hazard protection everywhere as well to keep myself invincible kind of when I go upstairs to the very top. So 2-piece gives us 30% ammo capacity, 3-piece gives us 30% magazine size just to kind of help me out there. And then we've got red, white and blue. So we've got every 2 seconds enemies you shoot receive a stacking debuff of red, white or blue. Red amplifies the enemy's damage taken by 8%, therefore, you know, helping my team out, especially at the end when it's that DPS race against the boss. White, shooting the enemy repairs the attacking agent's armor by 2%, so again, just helping if we're taking a lot of fire from every place, they're healing as well. And then blue, it debuffs the enemy and decreases their damage they deal by 8%. Again, really, really nice. If I get all 3 on, which I often do, and that's what I aim to do, especially on the boss, get all 3 on. Enemies that die under the effect of all 3 debuffs create a 5-meter explosion, dealing damage equal to their total health and armor. So, not great for the boss, because the boss doesn't die until the very end, but if you debuff in chungers and helping out with them and stuff like that, and they get caught within the 5-meter explosion. But it turns out really that this is just a pretty nice little side effect. We get some pretty fireworks. As you can see, armor, and I've got armor regeneration rolled on this one. But then if I flick over here, you can see I've got hazard protection and burn resistance on this one on the backpack. But the talent increases all of the percentages. So we get 12%, 3% and 12%, which is really, really nice. The gloves is going to be a very similar story. You can see armor and hazard protection. And knee pads again is going to be armor and hazard protection. So it's an absolute huge amount. I get 20% burn resistance from the demo spec, which is really, really nice. So we've got 30, 40 there with the mask. 50 with the chest piece mod. 60, 70 using the backpack. 80 with the gloves. 90 with the knee pads. And that's all you need. As long as you're around 90%, you're fine. And which is why I chose to go with armor regeneration on the holster. But by all means, run hazard protection absolutely everywhere if you're struggling with percentages. I'm running the decoy because the decoy is really important. I constantly throw this thing out everywhere all the time just to take the heat off everybody else in my team, and throwing it at the very, very end to keep the boss in the open. If you don't manage to CC him on the balcony and he jumps down, you've got to keep him in the open as well. But if we're running out of decoys, I will run down and be close to the boss to keep him in the open for the for all the DPS guys to put damage on him. And because I'm so tanky, I can keep myself alive and it's not really a problem. And the debuffs from True Patriot really do help. And then obviously, as I talked about before, Pulse is my other talent, just to keep everybody, give them all the information they need. They've got the enemies in sight at all times. I know it's a really, really strange build, and I am working on changing this now. We don't think we need to be quite as reliant on this now. But if you're a new group and you're struggling with where everything is, this build turned this fight around for us. It really, really did. It gives us a lot of information. It provides a lot of debuffs, a lot of extra damage, extra lives. It's just really, really versatile. And being able to go up on that top platform and not have to worry about the steam, not have to worry about the fire or anything like that, or the electric, you can go just straight up, get on the button, get the early press on the fire section as well, so that you save that whole amount of time when you're in a massive time race. It really, really does help out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think of this build. I don't think anybody else is really running anything like this. I've certainly not seen anybody else running anything like this. So if it does help it out for your group and it does turn it around, I'll be really happy to see your success stories down below in the comments. So do comment down below and let me know. Like I said, it's not for everyone. If you're an experienced group, you probably move past needing something like this. But I've run this with pickup groups as well, and it just takes the pressure off. Especially if a group's not synergized and not used to playing together, it really does take a lot of pressure off. So do let me know in the comments down below what you think. Come and check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE, where you'll find us running raid help almost every day. So come and check us out over there. Hit that subscribe button for lots more Division content and the bell that will come afterwards. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.